I just want to make sure I am thanking all of the subscribers for stopping by and checking us out. You could be spending your time anywhere, but we appreciate the moments that you give us.
What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back to the channel, guys.
I'm Corey.
And I'm Keisha.
And we are His and Herbs. We're just some small-time gardeners
trying to get it popping off in the high desert.
So we want to talk to you guys about 5 things. That's 5. That's not 10. That's 5. Right?
Read me, Lord.
So we want to talk to you guys about 5 things that you should be starting right now to maximize your success in the garden. So the first thing we want to talk about is potatoes. Okay. So the reason why we want to talk about potatoes is potatoes can take a long time to actually chip. That's the process of getting the eyes or what we normally refer to them as spuds or whatever. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, there we go. All right. Right. Getting those to start producing on the potatoes. Okay. It could take a while. These potatoes have been chitting since early December, late November. And as you can see, we have some that are bigger than others, right? And then we have some that look like they are not quite ready to get out of the bed yet, right? We have some chits coming in, but not a whole lot, right? So it can take a while. So you want to do these as early as possible. It's not too, even though we started ours in December, it's not too late for you to start yours right now, even though it's January 1st. Go ahead and get them started. You don't have to use this process. I like using this process because I like sitting them on the in our grow station and letting the light hit it and let them get some sunlight. Maybe I sit them in the windowsill or on a table that's close to a window so they can get the natural light. The reason why I do that is because if you sit them in the dark, they're gonna spud in the bag, in the pantry, in the cabinet, wherever you have them at anyway, right? But by the time you actually put them in the ground, so they say, you want them to be dark like these chits here. You want them to be darker because that's where your production is going to come from. If you take a potato with the white chits, they're going to just turn dark over time anyway. But this gives them a head start, so then they don't have to go through that process. Okay. Exactly. So so this is one thing that you should be doing right now. If you have plans to grow potatoes, get them started right now. Like I said, you don't have to use this setup. You can just leave them in the bag in the pantry and do the same thing. You can leave them in the bag next to the window. They're going to do the same thing. Everybody's grow season is different. We are in, I guess,
B now.
Our new grow zone.
Our grow zone changed.
Our hardiness zone. We're in 8B. We can plant potatoes as early as January, honestly, because last year we did an experiment. We threw them in the ground in January. They popped up. Yeah. Within a couple of weeks, they popped up, and we had green coming through the surface. But January and February is our coldest month, so the frost, the cold did, kill them, make them die back some, but they came right back in the spring anyway. So make sure you understand your grow zone and what you can and can't do. But potatoes is something you can definitely start because you need time for them to get warmed up anyway.
So another thing that you can have prepared before your season comes in is roselle. And if you don't know what roselle is it's an herbal flower. It's a hibiscus. It's also known as Florida's cranberry, jamaica. It's a very nutritious drink. We love it. We call it nature's Kool-Aid in our house. Our kids love it. Corey loves it. It's very beneficial if you have high blood pressure or anything, any like low iron,
circulatory
issues. It's very beneficial and don't taste like medicine. It tastes good.
Yeah, it is delicious.
So what I've done is before our plant died off, I took some cuttings because roselle is one of those plants that literally it's taking up the whole season. You are not going to get a rebound because they don't start putting out their calyxes until about October. So by that time in our grow zone, they're dying off. By that time, they're going to be dying off soon. So I went ahead and took the cuttings so we can be prepared earlier and make sure we get a nice harvest from the roselle. So roselle is number 2.
Absolutely. You know, ain't nothing. What they say? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's what they say in the Navy,
Hey, we
man.
cheating.
We cheating. We ain't trying to start from scratch
You
on
know what?
everything next year.
Because you don't have to. You don't
really
have
don't.
to. You really don't have to. And why? Why?
Exactly. So wherever you can cut a corner, slice that something. All right, number 3. The third thing that you can start right now, or you should be starting right now, are your sweet potato slips.
Yes.
Regardless of the variety, unless you have one that slips really quickly, sweet potatoes, just like potatoes, can take a long time.
They take even longer than potatoes.
Longer, yeah. Like sometimes, like from my experience, it's like
months.
a couple of months just to start producing slips,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna need a lot of slips.
You're gonna need a lot.
So
especially if you're up here in the desert, you can take them out and they will literally melt if you put them out in the.
We had, now I know you guys saw us do the video where we planted the sweet potato slips. Not one. I take that back. One sweet potato.
We didn't get one wicked behind potato.
No, we got one. It's about my
yeah.
peak.
I call them wicked because they
they're like a witch's hands.
They look like witch's fingers. We have not gotten like a big juicy one up here yet, but we are determined, y'all. We are determined.
And I think that's more operator error than anything. I think that's more me than the potatoes. But you know, just not making them doing the right thing by the potatoes once I plant them. But I got a handle on it this year.
All right.
But you want to start your sweet potato slips because they can take a long time, just like potatoes, to start producing those slips. And once you produce the slips, you're not. It's like, you know, you want to make sure you have enough. So you may have to do more than 1 or 2 potatoes just to make sure you have enough, because some are gonna die.
Yeah.
And you know, it's
that's with anything, guys.
Yeah, that's with anything. But they're not like seeds where if you have a melon seed die, a melon plant die, you could just go plant another melon plant, and then within 10 days you got germination and things are starting to look good, you know, and it's gonna grow. Mm-hmm. These things, once if you use all of your slips and they die, that's it. You have to wait another month or 2 before you get more slips that are ready to go on the ground.
And then the amount of time that it takes for sweet potatoes to grow.
Yeah. So you're cutting into your actual grow time. Mm-hmm. So you want to make sure that you definitely have those sweet potato slips ready right now. Put them potatoes in water. If you don't know, if you're not sure about how to start either potato chips or sweet potato slips, I'm gonna put a video. I'm gonna link the video somewhere on the screen so you can go back and watch the video on how the process we use to actually create those sweet potato slips, which method we think is best.
All right, next is, guys, this is ginger and turmeric and
bag o' ginger.
And this is one of our little handy dandy laundry bags that you guys see us use outside for protecting some of our
like our cabbages and greens
from
and
that
from the cabbage
moth.
She did that white worm. Close enough.
The white moth. All right, guys. So this is ginger, and this is another one of those things, like something like potatoes, to where you want to get it rooted early enough so that it can grow pretty good for you. What I did, I just put them all in this bag right here, okay? And I put the bag inside of a locker or a dark closet, a cabinet, whatever you want to do. Just put it in some darkness.
How long ago did you do that?
I did this they've been in there for about 3 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. They've been in there for about, actually.
I thought it was longer.
It's about a month. These have been in there for about a month. These ones. And when I put them in at first, they were just bare, but now they are, if you guys can see.
That is a nice size, whatever you call it, eye or
tooth, whatever it looks like.
It looks like a tooth. It's a saber-toothed ginger.
And so all of them are already getting these little eyes growing on them. We'll call them that just for the sake of having something to call them.
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I've had the worst luck rooting ginger. I would get the store-bought ginger, and I basically did the same thing. I put them in a tray, put them in the pan, in the closet, and they were all just dry out and just die. No eyes at all. And same thing with turmeric.
So this is turmeric, and you have one. It's starting to grow there. I think I put the turmeric.
Like
did I put this in the same time? You see them? Yeah, they're starting to grow over there as well.
I don't know if I see that or not, but
and also over here. So, like I said, guys, all I did was put them in this bag. I noticed because with the turmeric, I tried put them in a plastic bag and put them in the dark, and I didn't see anything coming. But last year I put them in a burlap bag, and they did excellent. So something like this that I guess that has a little bit of holes. I don't know. But the burlap bag had holes, and this bag has holes, but the plastic bag didn't have holes. But I've noticed that this is a better way for me.
Even still, like I said, when I did them in a tray, so they weren't even in a bag. And they still didn't sprout for me. you know.
Yeah. Last year we had a hard time getting them to sprout, but I think we found the method, guys. So.
And I think also it could have something to do with the source. These are store bought?
Yes, these are store bought.
Mine was store bought too, but mine was the Melissa's organic ginger and turmeric, and none of them sprouted. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe they're not as organic as they say they are, but these,
or maybe just operator error.
Or no, this time I'm gonna say that it was their turmeric and ginger.
Okay,
but yeah, it could be operator error. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So that's actually number 4 and 5 right there.
Oh yeah, ginger and turmeric.
Just combine them all into one. So those are the 5 things. So we're gonna give you a bonus one right now.
And that is onions.
Tell them about the onions.
Tell them about the onions, boss. All right, so onions, in our grow zone, we are going to grow a short day variety called Texas Super Sweet. And what we noticed last year, we started off in September growing some onions, but then we also purchased some from Dixondale Farms, and we started those ones in January. The ones we started in January, which were made for our grow zone, versus the ones that we grew in September. The ones that were made for our grow zone, they surpassed. I mean, they were like some nice little heads of onions versus the other ones that had way more time to grow, and yeah, they were like a golf ball.
Yeah, they were pretty small.
So, first of all, on that note, choose the right onions for your grow zone. If you go to Dixondale's website, no, not affiliated at all.
Not a sponsored video at all.
But if you go to their website, they will they're going to show you a map of your grow zone, and they're going to tell you what type of onions you can grow in your grow zone. This year we're growing 1,000. Last year we grew 500. Yep. And so this year we're going to double that, maybe even more.
We need a lot. We need a
lot, guys. We got a lot of kids.
And as you guys know already,
and we want to feed other people too.
True. So, as you guys already know, if you watched the previous videos, we have the land so that expands our growing space.
That's right.
So we're gonna try to fill up that land, a certain portion of that land, with as much stuff as we possibly can. So we're gonna be growing here and out here. So that's your bonus veggie for this video. So we have the 5 things: potatoes, sweet potatoes, ginger, turmeric, onions, and sorrel / hibiscus /
roselle / Florida cranberry, guys
/ Jamaica.
And one thing I forgot to mention, if you guys want to, we may have a few cuttings available for you guys. Just check out our website of roselle, and a few other things. Just check out our website and you guys can grab some of those, and you can be ahead of the game as well.
So yeah, guys, so that's it. We appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you get started with these things right now, because, man, listen, you're gonna put those things in like the potatoes. You're gonna put them in the window, and you're gonna have to forget about them, because it's gonna take that long for anything to produce. So get started right now, and we appreciate you guys for watching. See y'all in the next video.
See you in the next video.